Jay, you guys really did a good job, cleaned up the turnovers in the second half, because I know that had to be one of the things killing you at halftime.
Yeah, we were shooting the ball real well and playing okay, except that we just turned it over. We didn't, we were shooting over 50% in the first half, and we just kept giving them chances with turnovers. And I told you guys the good thing that I liked was the fact that the turnovers weren't because we were sloppy. We were being too unselfish. We were trying to make passes. There's got to be a point where you got to be selfish and stick the ball in the hole. And we talked about that at halftime. And I like the fact that they're trying to share the basketball, but there's a time when you can't have 2 foot, 3 foot passes.
Jay, you got a great lift from the bench at one point with Bosch and O'Neal both on the bench. You had a second unit in there. They were terrific.
I thought our bench and everybody who came in off the bench gave us good energy when the game started. To slide a little bit and we were in foul trouble. Our bench guys, to a man, did a good job coming in and gave us a boost. What
got Andrea going in the second half?
I thought he was okay in the first half, too. I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with him in the first half. I thought Andrea, the first couple plays of the game, he's aggressive, and he goes to the basket, and he makes good moves. I mean, I think once he gets that confidence going and he's starting to, do the things defensively that we want, he's finding himself playing more minutes.
He had a sequence in that second half, though, with he and Mikey Moore. It looked like it got a little bit physical, but he responded. He scored a couple times inside and outside.
Yeah, I think... and it has to do with guys that we have in here. I think, he watches and sitting there watching. He sees Jake come in a couple of games ago, has a little bit of an edge to him, and is not afraid to mix it up and box guys out. And I think Andrea learned from that, and it was part of his game tonight.
Jay, you knew early today that you could get your bigs going against theirs.
Yeah.
You're talking about the way Jermaine just sort of pretty much did what he wanted.
I mean, every single play we ran today was to attack inside first. Whether it was Jermaine or CB, and if we get a guy going, we're going to keep riding the hot hand. And we just found a way to either cross and get him into the block, or hawk and get him into the block. But we just found ways to get him down in an isolation. And the thing that he threw it out a couple times, which kept everybody honest. And we didn't make any threes when he threw it out, but it just keeps the defense honest, and we'd go right back into him.
The most effective you've seen him be offensively, economical, and effective?
Yeah, I think the last couple games he's been like that. Even before the break, I think he's had a couple back-to-backs where he's been dominant inside, and he's more aggressive. And I think we got to remember he's out for a couple of years, really. Spot duty, and now I think he's finally in shape, and he's getting his legs together. And I shouldn't say in shape. He's never been out of shape, but he's in better basketball shape. He's got more bounce in his legs than we've seen him, and he's playing a big role for us offensively right now and defensively.
How important, especially in the fourth quarter when Chris was on the bench with foul trouble, and I think they tied it, and he had those couple baskets right in a row.
Yeah, we weren't going to change our game plan. We were just going to continue to go inside, and we knew that with CB had 5 fouls, we knew Brad Miller had 5 as well, and when they had to switch off and put Haas on him on a JO, we were going to continue to go inside no matter who was guarding him. One guy had foul trouble, and one guy we thought he could handle.
When you watch Jermaine in practice, have you seen sort of like that explosion, that lift coming back to him? Or?
I haven't really seen it so much in practice because we really haven't had much time to practice. But I can see it in his eyes. I mean, his focus before games is a lot better, and I think he's enjoying playing basketball right now, and it's showing.
Jay, can you talk about defensively? You guys saw him as 20 points, but he took 19 shots.
Well, I mean, it was a trio of guys. We put, we started Jamario on him. We put AP on him. Joey had to come in and guard, and he's a tough guy to guard. And we tried to limit what he was going to do and not give him choices. Try to keep him on one side of the floor if we could. Show him as many bodies as we could. And we did foul him a little bit more than I would have liked. But I thought for the most part our defensive scheme was pretty good. They made some tough mid-range shots, and we don't want to give anything up. But I think the points in the paint were in our favor.
You had to play out of their timeout right in front of your bench where Salmons went, but Chris came over and filled the lane, and then Jermaine got the steal. Is that the kind of defensive system you guys are
absolutely
looking at? Yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. It's all about helping each other, and if we can do that, it'll help us grow as a team because we have to depend on each other. It's not putting one guy out there on an island saying guard this guy. We defend every player with all 5 guys, and then we rotate and try to make adjustments accordingly.
And you got him forced.
We
to the right side.
Yeah, wouldn't let him go where he wanted to go, and that just allows our defense to shift. And once our defense shifts, we got 5 guys in a stance. We can read and react. If they throw it all the way over, that's fine. We know we can get back out.
Josie mentioned that there's a couple of plays that he saw that were new in terms of getting Jermaine the ball more. As a coach, how can you maybe better use or maybe expand your playbook to try to maybe even capitalize on his skills?
We have a list of plays that we run for him to get him the ball in the post. But I think this game is it's scouted so well by everybody that we have plays for after timeouts. And, we have a thick playbook of after timeouts where we have different ways of getting him the basketball. And you know what? When a guy gets it rolling, we had to give him the ball 30 times. We got to dig deep into that playbook today. And I credit our guys. They did a great job. Even after that ball was out of bounds on the end out, it was a play that we'd worked on a little bit in practice, but we executed it perfectly. CB threw it inside to Jo. We knew how they were going to play it, and he gets a big bucket to put us up 6, and that was pretty well it.